I want to read a statement first before I get started from the International Longshore Warehouse Union, Local 10, 34, 75, and 91. Brothers and sisters, we are requesting members of all Bay Area locals to stand with each of us in solidarity during this crisis and beyond. Due to the ongoing changes that happen every day with the coronavirus number 19, we are standing in solidarity with locals 10, 34, 75, and 91 for our contractual rights. We are requesting that the PMA, the Pacific Maritime Association, and the Stevedores Services of America and all Bay Area terminals honor the collective bargaining agreement and the safety code book. The cleaning and sanitizing of all the equipment is vital to our ability to provide safe labor to the port without interruptions. It is imperative for us as workers, as well as the public, that the equipment we work with every day be sanitized to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. The employers are contractually obligated per Section 3 of the Pacific Coast Safety Code Book to provide a safe and workplace for all operations. The threat to longshore personnel contracting coronavirus number 19 and the spread into each other's port workers and our family and the surrounding community is too great for the employer not to act proactively. The port is also a main area for food, medical supplies, and necessary products for the community, and the need for basic quality of life. Your immediate response is requested. An injury to one is an injury to all. Now, I just said all this to say one thing. All the other terminals have complied with our Pacific Coast Safety Book, except for this terminal here, which is Stevedores Services of America. We want you to understand that we are not trying to target SSA, but SSA is targeting us by not doing the right things. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Local 10 President Trent Willis.
My name is Trent Willis. I'm the president of the International Longshore and Warehouse Union, Local 10. And I would first like to start off by sending solidarity to our sister locals, ILWU locals in this area, all of the port workers who are not members of our union, as well as workers in general. We send our solidarity to you. What we are doing here today is we are here to demand that Stevedores Services of America, as well as Pacific Maritime Association, adhere to previously agreed to language in our Pacific Coast Safety Code, which requires them to make sure that the equipment and the facilities that the longshore workers work every day is safe for every operation. Now, the coronavirus. The threat is here that a longshoreman contracting the coronavirus can have a lot of different effects. First of all, we don't want to be in a position where we are responsible for spreading the coronavirus amongst each other. Second, we don't want to be put in a position where we're responsible for spreading the coronavirus amongst port workers. Third, we don't want to be in a position where we're responsible for spreading the coronavirus to the community. If the case comes about where longshoremen are starting to contract the coronavirus because the equipment that we work and the facilities we work every day is not being disinfected, we stand the chance of possibly the Port of Oakland being shut down. The Port of Oakland is a vital artery to supplying the community here in this area, also communities that are not in this area. For example, the rail system here. This is a direct hub that's connected to the main hub of the United States rail system in Chicago. There are goods and services that leave this port and are shipped to different communities all across this country. If this port is shut down because of the coronavirus, it will bring about a health and safety risk to the public and to this entire country. This is a main hub for shipping out agriculture products. This port is responsible for feeding the communities all across this nation. We want to be in a proactive position where we are making sure that the equipment and the machines that we operate, which you can see in the background, are sanitized so that longshore workers are protected from contracting this virus. We are also here today to talk about the Grand Princess and Berth 22. We have not been informed, first off, of the condition of the crewmen who remain on the Grand Princess as we speak. There are approximately 300 crew members still aboard the Grand Princess. We have no idea if they are receiving the proper medical care or if they have been exposed to the coronavirus. We have absolutely no information that Berth 22 here in Oakland, where the ship was docked for a number of days, whether that terminal has been disinfected and cleaned after they've left. We have absolutely no information about that. All of that is a risk to the port workers here and the vitality and the continuation of operation of this port. We are here standing with, first of all, our sister locals and the ILWU, the port workers, and mainly the community, to demand that these items be addressed, that our port be sanitized, and that we learn the condition of the crew members aboard the Grand Princess. We hope that the community will stand with us. The ILWU has always been a vanguard for workers all over the world. We stand as the first line of defense here in the port of Oakland and ports up and down the entire coast. Thank you very much. Oh, at this time, we'd like to bring in a community leader, Pastor Bob Jackson.
Thank you very much, Trent. I'm Pastor Bob Jackson, Bishop of Acts Full Gospel Church here in the city of East Oakland. I'm here to stand with the union, the ILWU, and for advocating for cleanliness in the terminals so these men can work. They're doing essential work. We can't afford to see the port shut down because of this coronavirus. We can't afford to see their families being impacted and other people that they have to work with. So we are here to say that cleanliness, we believe, is next to godliness, and everybody's saying how all of the places, the work areas must be sanitized. They must be kept safe for the workers who have to work. And without these men working, without this port being open, without these terminals being able to do what they do, we will be in dire straits in the city of Oakland. So I'm here to say that please do all we can to make sure their environment is clean, to make sure that they get the things that they're requesting, because we need them to continue to work. We need them to continue to be healthy. We need them to continue to be safe and for their families to be safe. So we're here and we thank you for this opportunity to share as we support the ILWU and their endeavors today. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bishop Bob Jackson. Next we'll have coming to the mic business agent for the ILWU Local 10, Brother John Hughes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I wanted to touch a little bit about the cruise ship and piggyback on what President Willis had said. That ship right now is presently sitting in Bayview Hunters Point. It has become a pattern where it comes from West Oakland to a disenfranchised group of people over here to another disenfranchised group of people out in Bayview Hunters Point. And these are the things that we're trying to prevent from going to other communities. We've already touched on the fact of sanitation and everything, but to be perfectly honest with you, this company has blatantly ignored the fact that this coronavirus can, and if it's contracted by us, like our president said, it can be spread throughout our families, and not just our family, but our communities and adjacent communities. And then this thing, you have a worst case. So out of all of this that's going on, They take a ship that's infected with the same virus, have not yet been disinfected, and they set it in the Hunters Point Bayview Naval Shipyard, wanting to dump the toxic out there, because we know that a ship has to get rid of the toxin. So they want to dump it out there and leave it there simply because it's already an area that's infected by, in the past, by the stuff that the Navy was doing. But we're here to stand up to that. We're here to stand up to big corporations and make sure that not only our jobs, but our community, our families, and our people are safe and protected from this virus. Thank you very much.
Okay, brothers and sisters, as you can see behind me, we are here. We are represented by the unions and also the community. Those two entities go hand in hand. We plan to continue the fight. We are asking the public to please join our fight, because not only are we fighting for ourselves, we are also fighting for the rights of the community to be safe and our families to be safe. We have to recognize one point here. We're not just addressing you as longshore workers and ILWU union members. We are also members of the community. And that's what poses the biggest threat, is longshore workers and ILWU members leaving work and possibly affecting the community, because we work with ships that are coming from all over the country, from all of these different countries where the coronavirus is spreading. We want to make sure that while we're doing this vital work here in the Port of Oakland, that all of our members are safe. Now, you hear a lot of talk from the governor, a lot of talk from local elected officials about how essential the Port of Oakland is. Well, the ILWU's position is that the members and the workers and the community is essential. The port being essential is second to that. So we want to make sure that we're looking out for the health and safety of all port workers, including ourselves, along with the public. We appreciate and we thank you very much for coming out and supporting us in this time of need. This is a very serious situation. And once again, the ILWU Local 10 promises to stand strong with the community and to be the first line of defense here at the port. Thank you very much.
ILWU, well, one of the things that I want to bring up is the whole issue of Cal OSHA, because we pay for Cal OSHA to protect 19 million workers in California. And the question we have for Governor Newsom is, where is Cal OSHA? If this company, SSA, is not properly protecting the workers here, the Cal OSHA should be here and shut it down. That's what their job is, to protect the workers. And we have learned that there's only one doctor and one nurse at Cal OSHA. Now, what kind of protection is that in this state, in this emergency, dire emergency, where we only have one doctor and one nurse and less than 200 inspectors? So we're calling on Governor Newsom to staff up Cal OSHA, to make sure some inspectors are down here. If they're not cleaning the equipment for the workers here, then they should demand that the company do it or shut this facility down. Cal OSHA's job is to protect the health and safety of the workers in longshore, the medical workers and other workers. So this is a real serious issue as far as working people. We've got to protect our working people who are doing important work for this country, for the community. And this shipping is a critical thing. We have to get supplies in to people in this country in this dire emergency. And it means that the workers who work here need to be protected.
And the last thing I want to say is that if you can put any pressure on, do it for the community, do it for yourself. But mainly, we have to understand one thing. If this place continue to go on, if that contingent gets off of this dock and into one of us, this will shut down immediately. You will not have the goods, the way of life that you enjoy right now. It will not be the same way. I guarantee it. Thank you very much.
Health and safety now.